It usually happens when everything shuts the hell up. Late night, phone glowing, room quiet, brain loud. You're tired, stressed, lonely, bored, pissed off at the world or at yourself. And that urge slithers in like it owns the place. Not screaming, not forcing, just whispering, "Come on, you deserve this." And you fall for it. Again, you tell yourself it's just a release, just stress relief, just a habit. But the truth? You already know you're being played. And every time you give in, you feel a little more empty, a little more disgusted, a little more disconnected from the person you swear you want to be. This message matters because nobody talks honestly about this shit. People joke about it, normalize it, brush it off like it's harmless. But some of you aren't laughing. You're exhausted. You're stuck in a loop you didn't sign up for. You're functional on the outside, but inside you feel weak, foggy, distracted, and quietly ashamed. This is for the people who are tired of lying to themselves, tired of pretending this isn't costing them something. It usually starts small. Curiosity, stress, a breakup, a bad day. An easy dopamine hit when life feels heavy as hell. And it works at first. Your brain lights up. The pressure disappears. For a moment, you don't have to feel lonely, inadequate, or lost. And your brain remembers that shortcut, so it asks for it again and again, until one day you realize you're not choosing anymore, you're reacting. You reach for it without thinking, like a damn reflex. And the side effects creep in, motivation drops, confidence erodes. Real intimacy feels awkward or dull. You feel less sharp, less driven, less alive. And the worst part isn't the urge, it's the crash after. That voice in your head calling you pathetic, weak, broken. But here's the part nobody tells you. This isn't because you're fucked up. It's because your brain learned a pattern that worked too well. Dopamine doesn't care about your future. It cares about repetition. You trained it. And what's trained can be retrained. Desired addiction isn't about being a good thing. It's about escaping your own damn life. It's about emotions you don't know how to sit with, stress you don't release, loneliness you don't admit, purpose you haven't built. So your brain grabs the fastest anesthetic it can find. Not because you're weak, but because you're human. Here's the hard truth. You don't beat this by white-knuckling willpower while hating yourself. Fighting urges head-on is like trying to drown a fire with gasoline. This is the time that I will tell you how to win and redeem yourself from this kind of situation. But before that, consider to like and subscribe if you want a good change in yourself. The real work is building a life you don't need to run from. Because urges show up when your body is tired, your mind is bored, and your soul is empty. They don't come out of nowhere, they come from neglect. Then comes the moment that actually matters. Not a big dramatic breakdown, just a quiet realization where you finally admit, this shit isn't serving me anymore. Where you stop pretending it's harmless and start noticing how much respect you've lost for yourself. And instead of spiraling into shame, you pause. You breathe. You don't act. That pause, that uncomfortable, restless, itchy pause, is power. That's you taking your life back 1 second at a time. Prevention isn't about being a monk. It's about being intentional. It's about sleep, movement, discipline, purpose, and connection. It's about putting your energy somewhere real, lifting heavy things, building something meaningful, chasing goals that scare you, talking to people instead of hiding behind a screen. Unused energy turns into destructive habits. Directed energy turns into strength. And here's the shift that changes everything. Freedom isn't killing desire. Freedom is having something more important than a cheap hit of pleasure. When you actually respect yourself, when you're building something you don't want to sabotage, temptation loses its grip. You stop asking, how do I stop? And start asking, why the hell would I go back? You are not broken. You are not disgusting. You are not doomed to repeat this forever. Every time you resist, every time you choose discomfort over escape, you're rewiring who you are. You're becoming the kind of person who doesn't fold the second life it's hard. So the next time the urge hits, remember this. You don't need another release. You need a better life. And the moment you decide to build it, no excuses, no bullshit, that addiction starts to die, because you finally chose yourself over the lie. And if you want to see how rebuilding self-respect and discipline changes the way women respond to you, watch my other video, How to Make Your Ideal Woman Chase You.